The Houston Texans are getting so much disrespect from everybody that it could play right into their hands and they are just going to shock the whole NFL. We're going to discuss what I'm talking about next, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cue the intro.
It's the city of the dream team. Hakeem, Two-Ring, Beyonce, yeah, me. And I remember hot summer, hot winter. I couldn't fight, so the block.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to 713 Houston Sports. I am your host, Mr. 713. And guys, the NFL was ranking the top wide receiver cores of the NFL. Every 32 teams, they gave them a number. Do you know what number they gave the Houston Texans for the wide receiver core? They gave us a 28. They think that Brandon Cooks, they think that Kenny Stills, Will Fuller, Randall Cobb are not better receiving core than 27 other teams in the NFL. This is the disrespect that I'm talking about. This is the disrespect that Houston, not only the Texans have been getting, but other teams as well. You have the asshole treating scandal. You have the Rockets. Everybody hates Harden and Westbrook. But the disrespect has been for the Houston Texans since we traded Mr. DeAndre Hopkins. And can you blame him? I actually cannot. But to just sit here and say that a team's going to be absolute garbage just because they lost one key player is absolutely ludicrous. And yes, I've talked to all the negative people, and even they think that this team is going to be better than before. This offense, ladies and gentlemen, like I said many times, is going to be absolutely scary. And that's why I'm very surprised we got pick number 28. Because if this wide receiving core stays absolutely healthy, nobody's going to be able to stop it. The amount of speed we have is going to be an absolute dangerous type of offense. I've said this many times before. This is going to be a pick your poison type of offense. The defense is going to just tell us what they want us to run because they cannot stop the deep ball. And if they're going to try, we have tight ends. If they want to try that, we have a now true slot wide receiver and Randall Cobb. And then if they just try to stop the pass game, we have two amazing running backs. David Johnson, Duke Johnson, two very, very good pass catcher running backs in the NFL. They continue to doubt this team. The national media does. They think we don't know what the hell we're doing right there at NRG. They completely have us being a horrible team, and it's just going to play a big part. Now on the defensive side of the ball, I think it's going to be some growing pains, but I think it's going to turn out to be good. And you've heard other YouTubers talk very high on this defense, like Texans Thoughts, like Houston Texans Talk. Other YouTubers as well are seeing that this team is not going to be garbage. But the national media is just going to keep on pounding us and pounding us until we prove them wrong. And that is exactly what we need to do. And it starts off in week 1. If the Houston Texans go into Kansas City and go blow for blow with the Kansas City Chiefs and win, then that's saying something. If the Houston Texans lose, everything's going to be amplified. That's what happens when you don't have DeAndre Hopkins. That's what happens when your head coach, controls damn near the whole organization. This Houston Texans team has a chance that it hasn't had ever. And that is to prove people wrong. And that is to shut people up. We have been doubted for so long, and I understand it. I'm not oblivious to it. I know why the hate is coming. I know sometimes the hate comes from our own people. But how all that goes away is if you just go out there and win. And not only win, but convincingly win. And it all comes down to Mr. Bill O'Brien. Now, I've had my fair criticism on Bill O'Brien. Yes, I have. I've said he needs to be fired. I still believe that. But I need him to swallow his pride. I need him to let the coaches coach and let Deshaun Watson do his job. If that happens, this Houston Texas team will be different. This Texas team is already different. We are less than a month away from week 1, ladies and gentlemen. Less than a month away where the Houston Texans have a chance to shock the NFL. Is it going to happen? I don't know. It's up to them. Let me know what you think, guys. Do the Houston Texans have a shot this year? As always, guys, go Houston Texans. Y'all have a blessed day. This is Mr. 713.